I'm going to be completely transforming my life in 2024, and here's how. I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 things that have kept me stuck in my old reality. The first thing that I noticed is that when I start YouTube, I always stop YouTube. I do not change my actions. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but have you ever had an idea in your mind and it seems like the most brilliant and thought out plan, and you don't do it? The day goes by and you don't do it. You may write it down in a notebook, you may express it to a friend, you may talk to your mom about your ideas, but it doesn't go anywhere further than your mind. Yes, so I have been like that. I have many ideas in my head and then I don't take action. So action is definitely the language of this universe. We live in a physical realm. So to achieve anything in life, you have to act upon it. It's great to have an idea, but if the idea stays stuck in your head, then there's nowhere for it to go. Then there's no momentum for it to build and manifest and take form in your life. This year, I'm going to intentionally make plans to take actions upon the goals that I have in my mind. So here I am. I wanted to make a YouTube video and I want to be consistent on YouTube. So I am going to be setting myself goals, and I'm only going to be setting myself small goals so I can have small wins, so I can overall have big wins. Because of course, you've heard people say, oh, I want to reach 1 million subscribers, but that sounds very intimidating and you have no idea how you're going to get from point A to point B. So obviously setting smaller goals for yourself in a day and achieving those will help you in the long haul and to help with your overall big goal that you have. So the first thing is definitely taking action and executing. Write it down, take your goal from your head, put it on a piece of paper so it's in the physical, and now take action upon it. That is my very first tip for stepping into a new reality and completely transforming your life. The next tip that I have is to hold yourself accountable. Say you're gonna do something and actually do it. So that ties in with my very first tip, which is having the goal in your mind and taking action upon it. It's time to value what you think and value what you say, value your goals. So value yourself is my next tip as well. So now that you are holding yourself accountable, it's time to commit. Now that you have committed, what are we gonna do? We're gonna embody that with boss energy. We're going to envision ourselves as a boss. What is a boss doing? How does a boss commit on a daily basis? What does that look like for you? Is that waking up extra early, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning? Is that journaling every day? I know that's something that I'm going to be doing. I'm journaling, I'm writing down my goals, and I am executing them. Another thing that I like to do is I like to clear my headspace in the morning time just before my day begins. So I like to do that by meditating. A lot of people like to meditate, some people like to read books, some people like to take a walk in nature. Whatever that looks like for you, definitely go ahead and do that. So meditating is something that works for me and that really helps me to clear my mind and raise my vibration, get me feeling good, feeling inspired, get me feeling motivated for the day. Because that brings me to my next point. The third point that I have is you lack motivation, you lack self-discipline, you lack self-inspiration. It's so easy to have a goal for yourself and start that goal, and then 2 weeks later, you're not doing it anymore. You could start off really strong, and then a couple days or a couple weeks later go by and then you stop doing that. That's because it's important for you to have motivation and to find your why. What is the reason you're doing this for? Is it for others? Is it for money? Is it for gratification? Or is this genuinely something that you really want to do? It's time to take those things and motivate yourself. Nobody's going to motivate you in the morning time to get up early, to journal, to meditate, and to take action upon what you really want your life to look like. Nobody is going to do that but yourself. So it's important to have the discipline in yourself to motivate yourself. And that brings me back to the boss energy. It's important to hold boss energy. A boss has discipline. A boss motivates themselves, and a boss draws inspiration from their mind, from their creativity, because we are all creatives. And it's okay to obviously get inspiration from somebody else. Let's not reinvent the wheel here. You can, of course, watch several YouTube videos on this, how to transform your life. It's really up to you if you want to implement it. So doing that, setting a goal for yourself, saying to yourself, I'm going to be improving my life within a span of 4 months. I'm going to take these 4 months to really follow through on the things that I say that I'm going to be doing. So that is my third tip. Because in the past I've lacked self-motivation and I haven't been disciplined with myself, it's important to understand that those are old habits. So we are going to be changing those habits, changing your habits to form new habits so that they are more comfortable for you. Of course, like anything in life, it's going to be uncomfortable when you don't know. So forming new habits will help you build your new identity and build your new reality. If you think about your life and the habits that you have formed, you'll see if they're serving you or they're not serving you. So some habits that I formed were, of course, the lack of motivation, the lack of inspiration, the lack of self-discipline within myself, right? So those are habits that are not serving me, and those are habits that I have identified I'm going to be changing, right? So to counter that, I'm going to set my goals like we talked about. I'm going to write them down, make them physical, and then I'm going to act upon them. And I'm going to continuously do that, and I'm going to do that repeatedly. Through repetition is how we form new habits, and that's how we're going to change our life completely and reset our identity. Being uncomfortable, of course, is going to be part of the process. It's going to feel uncomfortable because these are things that we don't do normally. If it's getting up early in the morning, it's going to be hard the first couple of days, weeks even, just until you warm up to that process, until you warm up to that routine. And then it's gonna feel like normal. A couple months go by and waking up early may feel normal to you, and it may be a breeze, and that's how you know you've shifted that in your life and you're now embodying that, and that has become your new identity. Somebody that wakes up early in the morning, somebody that per se meditates. I now meditate. I wasn't always the person that meditated in the morning, so I have to meditate at least once a day for me. That's part of how I clear my mind. That's how I keep myself productive, and that's how I keep myself motivated and self-inspired. I think forming new habits is the biggest thing of all, because even with this, me starting YouTube is forming a new habit. Right now, it does feel a little uncomfortable, if I'm being open and transparent with you guys, to talk in front of a camera, but I know that over time I will build that habit. I'll build that comfortability talking to you guys, and things will get better. Which brings me to my fourth point: why we stay stuck in our old realities, why we stay stuck in our old habits. Being comfortable in the familiar. We need to get out of being comfortable in the familiar, playing it safe. staying stuck and staying attached to our old habits. We now have to let that go. We have to realize that, so this is what I say to myself, the old Olivia has died. Okay, I'm not gonna get back that old Olivia. I don't want to be the old Olivia, but I am very thankful and grateful for the old Olivia, because the old Olivia is what got me here today. So I obviously needed those experiences to be able to talk to you guys today and to overcome them. We're playing it safe. We're playing it safe because it feels comfortable. It's time to be a risk taker. It's time to allow yourself to be a creator and create your dream life. We're all creators, and it's a matter of what you want to create. Do you want to create? And you have to be real with yourself. Like, I sit down with myself and I talk to myself on a daily basis about what kind of life do I want to live? Who is this person that I'm becoming, that I want to be at the end of the day? Because if I look around and I analyze my life and all my habits that I've formed and all my beliefs that I have, is this what I want for my life? Is this truly me being my authentic self? And if the answer is no, it's time to change that. That being said, this brings me to my next point. Who are you being? It's time to start embodying that the mindset that you wish to have. So for me, I have the mindset of the billionaire Olivia. Who is the billionaire Olivia? What is the billionaire Olivia doing, thinking, acting on a daily basis? So you have to really embody, step into the role of who you truly want to be. So billionaire Olivia, she gets up, she journals, she meditates in the morning. These are things that she does to help clear her space and to have a positive and productive day ahead of her. Billionaire Olivia doesn't have limiting beliefs stopping her from making YouTube videos on the internet. Maybe billionaire Olivia makes YouTube videos every single day. Maybe billionaire Olivia has passive income, has different streams of income. How are we gonna build those steps? How are we going to get there now, right? You have to think like billionaire Olivia. You have to obviously act like billionaire Olivia, and you have to feel like billionaire Olivia. If you don't feel like it, then you're contradicting your beliefs. And that is another thing. This is not one of the points that I have on here, but limiting beliefs will stop us from creating a new reality. You have to dig deep inside of yourself and see, what is stopping me? What do I believe to be true about myself? What do I believe to be true about myself that is stopping me from accomplishing my goals on a daily basis? It's time to start embodying who you truly want to be. So 2024 is going to be the year that we figure out who we want to be, and we are going to completely embody it by taking actions on the things that we say we're going to do, by valuing what we say, by having discipline, by getting out of the familiar, take a step into the unfamiliar, being uncomfortable to be comfortable, changing everything about you without changing who you truly are. Some of us have been living our lives for other people. Some of us have been just completely distracted by the day-to-day, and some of us just don't think about what we truly want. So it's time to really step into that and think about what you truly want. Write it down. Get a notebook, start journaling if you have to. Write down all your emotions that you're feeling. Write down all your blockages that you may come up, that you may have for yourself. Write down your beliefs that you have for yourself, and really transform those with better belief systems. This is not a part of the tips, but I really wanted to share this with you because when I was getting ready for this video, before I started getting ready for this video, I was super excited for this video. I wrote down everything. I had the vision in mind, so I journaled it out, and I had the idea for this video, and I was super excited about it. And then when I started actually getting ready for this video, self-doubt came in. It crept in. The old reality, the old Olivia started to come in. And I really want to share this with you because this is truly what I'm sure a lot of people go through, and a lot of us will stop there. We will have the self-doubt creep in, and it will deter us from taking action. It will keep us stagnant, and that is just the fear of change. A lot of us have the fear of change without even realizing it. I know for a fact that I was super excited about making this video for you guys. This is gonna be my first video of 2024, and I prepared for it, and still, as I was getting ready, it crept in like, oh, should I do this? Maybe I should just sit on the couch for the day and watch some movies. I'm just nervous, like, who am I? It's almost like imposter syndrome that creeps into us, but we need to just identify that. Take a look at those thoughts, observe them, and just let them go. And then go ahead and take action anyways. Conquering your fears is a part of the journey, and I hope that we all continue to embrace the fear and really walk with the fear instead of push the fear away and then not do anything to change our reality. Well, anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Comment if you would like. Please subscribe if you feel inclined to. And I hope you guys take these 5 tips that I told you about rebuilding your life and completely transform your life this year in 2024. Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys next time.